Hi everyone, Emily here from Emily Reads, and today I have a huge unhaul for you. I have no idea how many books I'm unhauling right now. Um, I will count that number after I finish this video. But I do need to film an unhaul because Saturday or Sunday I will be filming a haul, and I've hauled between money from gift cards for Christmas, using Pango Bucks. I've hauled quite a few books, and I need to make room on my shelves. So these are books that either I realize I will probably never reread again, like I've already read, I just won't read them, or I've lost interested, or I looked at them going, what was I doing buying that book? Like, why did I buy that book? Those are the ones that are hardest for me, that I regret the most, because I don't like the idea of buying a book and then realizing, this just doesn't interest me, but and it happens. It happens. Okay, so the first two books, these are two books that I'm willing, if people convince me to keep these. I really don't know if I should unhaul them. So, and that is book one in the Lightbringer series, Black Prism by Brent Weeks, and then book three, The Broken Eye by Brent Weeks. And I've had these for a bit, and for a couple years, and I just haven't read them yet. This one I found for $1 at my library book sale, and then this one I got for my birthday. And I haven't heard too much about I used to hear some stuff about Lightbringer, that the first book was really good, the second was okay, and the last book was kind of kind of killed the series. So I don't know if I should keep them on my shelf or not. I mean, book three is huge. So that's why I'm kind of please convince me. Okay. Put them here in the box. I've got my handy dandy box. The next one is Carve the Mark by Veronica Roth. This again was I was kind of hesitant about purchasing it. And then I realized, yeah, I probably won't read it. She kind of killed Divergent for me in her last one. And so I don't know if I trust Veronica Roth right now. This one is Jane Steele by Lindsay Fay. I don't know. I love Jane Eyre. And this is like a YA Jane Eyre retelling, like steampunk, I think. I'm intrigued, but I also I need to make room. The next two are books. So, are books 2 and 3. So, Rebel Angels by, good gravy, you can't see that. Rebel Angels by Libba Bray. And The Sweet Far Thing by Libba Bray. And this is books 2 and 3 in the Gemma Doyle trilogy. I've already unhauled book 1. So I read book 1 earlier in 2023 and realized it just did not age well for me. And I've read this trilogy numerous times when it came out, and I just wanted to, and I loved it. And so when I was able to acquire it used, I was super excited. And then I read book 1 again, and it just did not work for me. And so I didn't want to continue on in the series. I did not want to continue on with my reread. The next book is, oh gosh, this is kind of controversial too. This one convinced me if I should read it or not, and that is How Long to Black Future Month by N.K. Jemisin. I have not read anything by her. I'm not a big short story person, and I bought this thinking that there was going to be a read-along of it, and then it just didn't happen, so that's why I'm kind of maybe I should just get rid of it. Again, I need to make room. And then I'm getting rid of Shepherding a Child's Heart by Ted Tripp. This I read. This I probably will plop into a free little library because I do have underlines in it. I read this when I was in seminary as part of my family, my family course. So at one time I was taking courses on getting certified as a biblical counselor. And I don't have a child. I'm not going into biblical counseling. And there were some things in here that I just disagreed with. So that's, I'm getting rid of that. I'm going to get rid of The Winter Guest by Pam Jenoff. I've read 2 of her books, really enjoyed them. And I'm keeping another one by her. There's just so many World War II historical novels. And I used to be a big historical novel fan, especially World War II, and I'm just kind of getting tired of them. And so I just had to be very picky about what I'm keeping behind. So that's why I'm getting rid of that. I'm getting rid of Killers of the Flower Moon by David Grann. I really enjoyed this book. I thought it was fantastic. I'm looking forward to seeing the movie. I just know that I'm never going to reread this book. So that's why I'm getting rid of that. Someone else can enjoy it. I'm getting rid of Emma of 83rd Street by Audrey Balaza and Emily Harding. Actually, I might keep this. I'm kind of hoping that there was hint that there could be a sequel to this, and we actually, the book club that I'm part of, we had the authors at our book club, and we were kind of like, please let there be a sequel. But this is a modern retelling of Emma by Jane Austen, and actually I might keep this. All right, I'm keeping that one. I'm getting rid of Arsenic and Adobo. I really enjoyed this book by Mia P. Manansala. I did really enjoy this book. It made me want to try some Filipino foods. I haven't tried them yet, but I do have ingredients for like a rice dessert recipe. So I'm going to try that. I do want to read the second book, but like I realized this is a book that I can easily find at the library if I ever want to reread it again. And I just need to make room on my shelf. And I just realized I have a bookmark still in here. And it's a bee bookmark, which we need to save my bee stuff because I have a thing for bees right now. Then I'm getting rid of God, Emperor of Dune and Heretics of Dune. This kind of kills me to get rid of them, but I did not read a Dune book at all last year. And I read Dune, Dune Messiah, and Children of Dune. And I enjoyed them, not as much as I wanted to. The third book was just really more kind of gross for things. And I feel like I've completed the story arc. I've heard some people say if you can be okay reading the first 3 books and not reading the last 3 books. And I haven't had any desire to pick up books 4 and 5. I've already gotten rid of my book 6 because it didn't match the set that I had. So I think it's time to move. Those that kind of kills me. I will say that because those were brand new. I'm getting rid of, shocking, a Robin Hobb book, Forest Mage. This is book 2 in the Soldier Sun series. I do have the whole Soldier Sun series in trade paperback. And I want things to match. I can't keep doubles. I just don't have room for that. I just don't. Then I'm getting rid of Growing Up Native American. It's just written by 22 Native American authors. I found this at my library's used book sale. And I got this after I finished Warrior Girl on Earth. And I was like, I want to read more. And so I went, and my library had a whole bunch of books about Native American issues. And so I grabbed this. And then I realized I don't read nonfiction. And I need to make room on my shelves. So, getting rid of Ariadne by Jennifer Saint. This is one that I did have it as an add-on. It was going to be part of a challenge. I ended up never reading it, and I just haven't heard too many great things about this. So, I feel like, again, I have too many books and not enough space. This one, I actually have read a Kindle ebook of it. I got this for free at my library, and that is Unbroken by Laura Hildebrand. And this is the true story of Louis Zamperini, who fought in World War II, and he was a prisoner of war in a Japanese camp, and it was a very good story. Um, she told the story very well. I will say this, there are several times I had to put the book down and stop reading for a little bit because it does not hold back on the horrors that he experienced. So I do recommend it. I think it's an important read, but be prepared. There's graphic descriptions of torture. Then I'm getting rid of The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches by Sengu Mandana. I enjoyed it. It was cute, but it wasn't great for me. I think I gave it maybe a 3.5 stars. And honestly, the found family stuff I found more enjoyable than the romance. And it kind of markets itself as a romance, and it just wasn't for me. Then I'm getting rid of The Stand-In by Lily Chu. I did really enjoy this book. I do want to read more by her, but I probably won't read it again. Or if I do, I could check it out at the library. I bought it because it was a recommended book from one of the BookTube Besties virtual reading retreats. And so I wanted to check this out. I normally don't go for famous people falling in love trope. That's just not my thing. But I did enjoy it, and I want to read more by her. I just need, again, to make room on my shelves. Then I'm getting rid of The Rose Code by Kate Quinn. Again, I just feel like there's so many World War II, spy, female, just all those kind of historical novels that I have to be careful about there's just too many to read, and it's not my go-to genre. And so I did keep The Huntress by her. So I feel okay that I'm keeping one of her other books. Then I'm getting rid of Alexander Hamilton by Ron Chernow. This was one of I got this cheap, so it's not too terribly bad. This is like I love the musical, I should read this. The musical is going to be very different than this book. And it's small print. And again, I don't read nonfiction that much. So I'm getting rid of A Family of Her Own by Brenda Novick. It's a Harlequin romance. I got it at my library for free, I think. I started reading it. I think it's like a second chance romance, and I started reading it and it just didn't grab me, so time to move on. Getting rid of The Sky and the Deep by Adrienne Young. This kind of hurts because I did enjoy it. I've read this twice, and I don't think I'll read it again. I feel like I've gotten what I wanted to get out of it, so I think it's time to pass this on. Viking inspired. It was good. I did enjoy it. I'm also getting rid of Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. I've read this book several times. And so when I found it on hardback and in fairly decent condition, there is some writing in the front. Someone wrote a dedication. Like clearly it was a gift for someone's birthday or Christmas. But that's fine. I got it used. Hardback. Again, I loved this book, but if this is a book that if I ever want to read again, this is easy to find at the library. And then the last two books, these books, I keep looking at them and I think, man, I should reread them. And then I just never have. And I enjoyed them. I enjoyed the first book better than the second book. So that would be Diary of the Pirate King by Tricia Levenseller, and then Daughter of the Siren Queen by Tricia Levenseller. Again, I really enjoyed these books. Book one better than book two. And there are times when I keep thinking I should reread them, and then I just haven't. There are also times when I'm at the Barnes & Noble and I see the special editions with the sprayed edges, and I'm just like, oh, they're so pretty. I want. But I can't justify that because I have these and I haven't reread them. Like, I feel like if I reread them, then I might justify buying the special edition ones. And then I look, and then there's a third book in the special edition one that I want to read, but I don't want it mismatched. So who knows? If I read the third one, I will probably check it out from the library. I think these books are easy to find at the library. That's it. Those are the books I'm getting rid of. Please, someone convince me about the Brett Weeks if you think that they are worth it. These books will eventually go up in my Pango shop. I did take down my Pango shop for the holidays just because right now I don't have a way to print things off. So I took them down until after the holidays. So they will eventually all go in my Pango shop, and that's it. Let me know what your thoughts are on any of those books. If there's anything that I said, yeah, I haven't read this yet, and you really think I should read, convince me. I might pull it back out. Happy reading, everyone.